I once spent 4 hours organizing productivity systems, color-coded calendar, task manager, time blocks, the works. Next day, my kid got sick, school run turned into doctor visit, work call got interrupted 3 times, and by noon, the entire system was useless. That's when I realized something. Most productivity advice is not made for dads. It's made for people with quiet mornings, uninterrupted evenings, and full control over their schedule. This video shows you what actually works when your life is chaotic and your time is fragmented. By the end, you'll have 7 rules that fit real dad life. Let's get this straight from the start. Productivity is not doing more. Productivity is getting the right things done without draining the energy your family depends on. If your system makes you efficient at work but impatient at home, that's not productivity. That's a bad trade. Busy dads don't actually have a time problem. They have a fragmentation problem. Your day's in one block, it's 100 cuts. Emails, meetings, messages, kids, school runs, interruptions, mental load. Every switch costs energy, and most productivity advice ignores that reality. So this video is not about squeezing more in, it's about removing friction. And in a few minutes, I'll show you one transition mistake that's killing your energy at home. But first, the foundation. Most dads ask, how do I fit more into my day? That's the wrong question. The correct question is, what should I stop doing completely? Because you don't have a capacity problem, you have a priority leak. I learned this the hard way. I was juggling 3 side projects, trying to post content daily and researching tools consistently. All of it felt productive. None of it moved anything forward. Here's the rule that changed everything for me. If it doesn't directly support my business or my family, it gets cut. That includes unnecessary meetings, side projects that feel exciting but go nowhere, tools you don't really use, and content you consume instead of act. Complexity feels productive. Most of the time, it's avoidance. If you haven't already, hit subscribe right now. Moving on. Rule 2, 1 outcome per day, not a to-do list. To-do list makes everything feel important, but everything isn't. Busy dads don't need longer lists. They need one clear win per day. At the start of the day, ask this question. If I only finish one thing today, what would make today a success? That becomes your non-negotiable. Everything else is optional. This alone reduces mental load more than any app. I use this every single morning. Today's one thing was recording this video. Everything else, bonus. Stop pretending you have long hours. You don't have 3 uninterrupted hours. Stop planning like you do. What you actually have, 25 minutes, 40 minutes, maybe 60 if you're lucky. So build for that reality. Work in short, aggressive blocks. One task, no notifications, no multitasking. When the block ends, stop. Leaving energy is the goal. Burning out is not a badge of honor. I do 3 focus blocks per day maximum. Morning, 1 hour of revenue work. Midday, 30 minutes on client delivery. Evening, 30 minutes on systems. That's it. If there's time for more, great. Rule 4, separate thinking from doing. Most dads mix thinking work and execution. They decide while doing. They rethink while acting. They second guess mid-task. That's exhausting. Not because the work is hard, but because your brain never settles. The fix? Batch your thinking. Decide what matters, what doesn't, and what happens next. Then execute without renegotiation. Fewer decisions equals more energy. I do my thinking on Sunday evenings. 15 minutes, 1 page. What's the outcome for the week? What are 3 main tasks? Then during the week, I don't think, I execute. Okay, we're halfway through. You've got 4 rules so far. 3 more coming, including the transition mistake that's costing you presence at home. Drop a comment right now. Tell me what's the one thing you're going to eliminate this week. Rule 5, design beats discipline. Willpower is unreliable. If productivity depends on willpower, you'll lose when you're tired. And dads are tired. So stop relying on discipline. Start relying on environment design. Examples that actually work. Phone in another room while working. Fixed start time, even if short. Same workspace every day. Same shutdown ritual every evening. Predictability reduces decision fatigue. Decision fatigue kills productivity. My phone stays in the kitchen during work blocks, not on silent in another room, because if I can see it, I'll check it. Design removes the choice. One of the biggest mistakes busy dads make is switching straight from work mode to family mode. You carry stress home. You are shorter, less patient, easily triggered, physically present, mentally elsewhere. This was me for years. I'd close the laptop and walk straight into the house, and within 5 minutes I'd snap at something small. Not because I'm a bad dad, but because my nervous system was still in work mode. The solution? Build a transition buffer. 10 to 20 minutes, walk, stretch, sit quietly, breathe. Your kids don't need your output, they need your nervous system regulated. Now I walk for 15 minutes before going inside. No phone, no podcast, just walking. By the time I open the door, I'm actually present. Rule 7. Tie productivity to presence. Here's the rule that reframed productivity for me. Productivity exists to support presence, not replace it. If working harder costs connection, you're solving the wrong problem. The test? Before committing to something, ask this. Will this help me show up better later? If the answer is no, question it. I turned down 3 projects last month using this rule. They paid well, but they would have cost me my evenings and weekends. And my kids, I will not get these years back. Stop chasing perfect systems. Most busy dads don't need a better system. They need a simpler one. Perfect systems collapse under real life. Simple systems survive chaos. My rule, if a system takes more than 5 minutes to maintain, it won't last, especially with kids. Measure energy, not hours. Hours worked don't matter. Energy remaining does. A productive day isn't I worked all day, it's I had something left for my family. New definition of productivity for dads. Fewer decisions, less friction, more presence. Not more output at any cost. End the day on purpose. If you don't deliberately end your workday, your brain never shuts off. That's why you're tired at night but wired at the same time. Simple shutdown ritual. At the end of the day, do 4 things. Write tomorrow's one task. Close the laptop. Put the phone away. Physically leave your workspace. Your brain needs closure. Without it, work leaks into everything. I do this every day at 5 p.m. No exceptions, even if something's unfinished. Because the cost of not shutting down is showing up irritable at home. The deeper issue no one talks about. Most productivity problems aren't tactical. They are emotional. Overworking often hides fear of not doing enough, pressure to provide, and guilt about time. Work becomes a way to avoid feeling. When you simplify, you feel exposed. Less busy, less distracted, more present. And presence brings up things you've been avoiding. That's normal, but avoiding that discomfort is how dads disappear emotionally. What your kids actually remember. Your kids don't remember how efficient you were, how many hours you worked, or how organized your calendar was. They'll remember your tone, your patience, and your availability. Design your productivity around that. You don't need to be a super dad. You need a system that doesn't fight your life. Busy dads don't need motivation. They need permission to simplify. If you're a busy dad building a business and you want productivity that actually fits your life, do 3 things right now. 1, hit subscribe. I'm releasing the complete dad business series. 2, turn on notifications. YouTube won't show you everything I post unless you do. Click the bell so you don't miss it. 3, watch the next video. See you in the next one.